When those three things come together, miracles occur, right? So, and that's what I really like about Joe Dispenza, is that he's not a guru trying to make you follow his path. He's quoting it with science all the time, telling you to follow the science, telling you to find your own way, to do your own things, to do it on your own. So, three things just clicked, right? Three things clicked out of nowhere. Here's my personal endorsement and recommendation of Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations. Now, my wife and I have been going through that now for 4 days. We tried that. And I will go a little bit into my history and why we did that. 2024 has been a highly successful year for me. My business have grown. We had to make some reconstruction plans, and we have really built the business. And I worked really, really hard the whole 2024, and we have had a better financial result than ever before. And then, as we kept growing, suddenly we hit this wall right here in November, where we just beginning of November, we hit a wall somehow. Something changed, right? And bad incidents occurred that stopped our growth and set all our plans, financial plans, in disarray and upset them and simply things crumbled. And it was all external factors, which is the strange thing. For instance, we had some big project plan for a certain county, which I discussed on a Thursday with this county manager, and then on Saturday, the following Saturday, he had a serious accident and was hospitalized, and we were told by the county that he would not return this year to work, that he would probably not return before January, maybe February. And all the projects he was managing would just be postponed. And suddenly we were like, oh, we were just looking at about 800 hours of work here with my guys and my team and my company. That's just like wiped out instantly, right? That was supposed to start the following week. And that put us in a huge challenge to try to find new work for the end of this year, right? And at the end of the year, like we're talking November, December, where everybody's budget is already planned and being spent, and it's very hard to go out and find new customers at this time within the business-to-business sector because budgets are finished. People are planning for next year, right? You can go and talk to them about next year. And right away, of course, for next year, we also had some big plans for a lot of nature conservation job we were doing at sea with a major customer of ours. And that customer reported suddenly, hey, we can't get the materials, right? We're stopped. We will not be able to proceed if we don't get those started now or found them. We're stopped. And right now, I don't know what to do, he said. We're stuck. And we'll have to get them supplied somewhere else and produced, and that will take time, and we will be delayed by a few months in our jobs that's starting on February, March, right? So I was looking at an immediate crisis, at an upcoming crisis, and it's just like, whoa, what's going on here, right? And I had some long contemplations and talks with my wife about like, wow, we met some external things. It is not the way we do our business. It is not us as a company. It's not me, in effect, that have failed. It is just external realities, right? That comes crashing down upon you, right? Suddenly, the doors are shutting. And from my experience as a transcendental leadership coach, I believe first in courage, conscientiousness, and compassion. So courage is always that I don't fail. I look for opportunities. I look for new doors to open or new windows when something shuts. because my experience in life is that having worked in 24 countries on 4 continents is that when one door closes, there's another one that will open, right? But you have to be open to the opportunity, right? So as I always say in business, luck is when preparation meets preparedness, right? Opportunity meets preparedness. So that is real luck. There is no luck. It's just if you are prepared, the opportunity will be there to take action. So I sat down, discussed these situations with my wife, and my wife, who is very sort of spiritual and advice, and she suggested we try Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations on abundance and growth, mental growth, right, and mind growth, and healing. And we said, all right, let's do that. So at 6 o'clock in the morning, we wake up, we do a meditation together on this abundance, and also on feeling your power and searching it out, right? Sending it out so that things may come to you, right? You generate in the universe, you're sending out your light and your empowerment to your intent, sort of like the law of attraction, but to the law of action. That is that you actually do something, right? So you are having law of attraction, but it's a triangle of things. It's a trinity for me. It's like based on law of attraction with the law of action that you have to do and be prepared, and the intent to the meditation of sending that out, right? And creating the opportunities. And well, I mean, lo and behold, here comes my recommendations and my endorsement of Dr. Joe Dispenza, that the meditation was really good going through it, and a really astounding experience, right? And out of the blue, a new customer that I've never worked with before called me and had a project that he needed my company to help with. And it was a kind of project in a field where I haven't really been, but related to my contractual work as a contracting. I have a contracting business along with my coaching business. And I went and looked at that. It was a new challenge. I made a proposal, and I decided to raise my prices, my fees, with 25% when I calculated this job. And I sent it off to him, and I called him, and I had very good conversations, and I went and talked to the project side where it was going to be done, and with the people there also, and had some very good conversations. And lo and behold, this company called back and said, hey, here it is, and sent an email to confirm, we accept your offer and look forward to work with you in the future on other projects as well, right? So, boom, out of the blue, after 2 days of meditation, out of the blue came a totally new customer with a very good project at a much higher price than I had before. Day 3 of this meditation, me and my wife together, practicing that and sending out the intent, my big customer called in and say, hey, I just found a whole new supplier for these materials we were missing, and they're ready and they already have them. And actually with delivery from Germany to Denmark, we will have them at a better price than we had before, and we will therefore be able to have a higher bottom line, more profit from it. So suddenly next year is back on plan, back on schedule, right? It came out of blue. Again, a company he had never worked with before, that he had never experienced before and never had experience with, and they found each other, right? Boom, and led straight back to me, to confirmation of my company, being ready to go with that next year. So suddenly 2025 is looking good, right? And then lo and behold, 5th day, the manager I spoke about, who had this serious injury and got hospitalized, suddenly sent me a text yesterday say, well, I'm actually back on mental work. So I will be preparing a lot of projects for you now that we need to get done, that we are behind with. So you guys need to get ready because we'll get busy next week. So 3 things just clicked, right? 3 things clicked out of nowhere. And I can't help remembering a master that used to say that if 2 or 3 come together in my name, there I will be in your midst, right? And coming together with my wife in the morning, having these meditations with clear intent. We sit before and discuss the day before for what is tomorrow. Meditations intent have really, really worked. So I would really just give my highest recommendations for these meditations with Dr. Joe Dispenza. They're fantastic tools that you can use to enhance your life, get you in the right mindset for the intent, for creating and sending out who you are, what you already have, and what you need, what you intend, what's your desires, right? So it is really about abundance. It is about being abundant within yourself, within your mind, within your heart, particularly also resonating between heart and brain, the neuron pathways between. There are neurons in both your heart and in your brain, and having coherence between those things. It's about finding what resonates with you and sending it out. And for me, really, this the law of attraction only works with the law of action. You have to have something, you have to be prepared to do things, and your intent, your spirit or mind or higher consciousness, etc., being involved. When those 3 things come together, miracles occur, right? And interesting things, they're not real miracles, they're basically just the science of life, right? Science of creation. So I suggest to everybody, I endorse it, I recommend it to everybody. Go look up Dr. Joe Dispenza and find some of his great meditations online. And so a lot of AI generated content today. I have nothing against AI, but it's just in this case, I would like you to get the real stuff, right? I really endorse it. Now, I'm not gaining anything from this. This is just sharing my experience, sharing the joy and the prosperity and abundance that I have experienced through my life and opportunities. And here's a tool that's available to all of you that I can personally say I have experienced phenomenal success with it, right? It is my mission to create a positive impact on the world through abundance and teaching people abundance and their own intrinsic, unique value, right? That everybody is empowered. So, and that's what I really like about Joe Dispenza is that he's not a guru trying to make you follow his path. He's quoting it with science all the time, telling you to follow the science, telling you to find your own way, to do your own things, to do it on your own, so that you don't need him. And that's a very interesting thing. So I would suggest you look at that always, right? Like whatever you decide to follow in life, try to make sure that it's someone that empowers you, not someone that makes you a follower, but someone that empowers you, right? And someone who says, you don't have to walk in my footsteps. You need to go ahead with what I have already learned. Take that and move forward with that. Grow, right? As another great master once said, you will do greater things than I have done, right? And that really is the essence of the teachings also of Dr. Joe Dispenza. It's very, very positive. It's very, very scientifically based and proven. And that's, I think, was something I was skeptical about first, but when you look into it and you study it, you can see and all his scientific researches, and you can look them up and actually see that they're there, they actually exist, and he's telling the truth. And that was really important. So I would like to set that out today. My endorsement, my recommendation of Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations as a perfect tool to improve your leadership, your business, your abundance, and your life happiness. That's all I want to say today. Go ahead, be courageous, be conscientious, be compassionate. That's my 3 words I try to put in to the world, right?